This is Rich Hodge coming to you from the Beltway podcast Hat Trick. We are here today with Pete Holywood Buchanan, legendary ref in the WALOA Officials Association. Pete, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Happy to be here, Rich and John. You know what? I love the podcast. Did AI make this logo? How'd you get the logo here?
It originally started as AI, yeah.
I like it.
Our artist actually cleaned it up. It's a little better.
That's good. I like the B on it, too.
There's a B on the side.
Yeah, solid B for Buchanan.
And
I love
these are
it.
speed lines. It actually makes you go faster.
The original version had like 2 Ks. It had like an extra D in there. It was like, okay, we're having a little hallucination here. But
I love it, though. It looks great, man. I'm happy to be on board the Beltway Hat Trick
Welcome
here.
to the roast of Pete Buchanan.
Hey, that's fine. That's
we're
what it's all
thrilled
about.
you're here.
It's not going to be bad as Tom Brady's roast. So
I'd be happy to start if that's okay with you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
No, go for it.
You seem like a movie guy.
I like movies. Yeah.
Sometimes you say movie quotes.
Those come out every once in a while.
It comes out every once in a while. So I'd like to start off this podcast with, your fame is well-deserved, Pete.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's ever been a gladiator to match you. Do you have a favorite movie that you would like to quote as you do the coin toss handshake?
So it's interesting you bring that up. I normally bring that movie quote up only if I have the ability and the fortune enough to work on Memorial Day.
Yeah.
It's the big time for lacrosse, and lacrosse is so special, especially with the lineups. Other than that, during a regular game, I normally just tell the 2 goalies, let's cross and touch gloves, and we move on there. But Memorial Day, you're all mic'd up, and you have to show that, look, lacrosse, it's a fun sport.
And then you reference Gladiator.
And I referenced, that one was Gladiator.
Is it always Gladiator?
No. A couple years ago, I just made it my own little quote. But I decided, like, I was watching Gladiator that week. I was like, oh, this is going to be good.
You're fired up.
Fired up. And the goalies, let me tell you what, when they touched, there was a little extra bang. There was. You could feel it. You could feel it. And the players came across.
The handshake in lacrosse is something you don't do like in football, like
Nothing.
no other sport. Like it's a gentleman's game, but you're about to go to battle. You line up, you face your opponent. Guys shake hands like on Memorial Day. That's got to be electric. Fly over.
Oh, fly over, American flag. I mean, just, you get goosebumps.
Electric, right?
You get goosebumps. In fact, I get goosebumps before any game. Just amazing. I mean, you have the 2 teams out there, all 10 players, all 10 starters. And the goalies are so unique because they're the only ones that come across and see everybody in the touch the gloves.
That's cool. So I was going to say, like, that electricity, is that where you get the knife hands and the jazz hands?
When did you start sword handing?
Oh, look, lacrosse mechanics, right, for officiating, you want to make sure everyone sees you. Like if you make a call, right? You blow the whistle because coaches have to determine, okay, we have a loose ball hold or whatever. They got to see the mechanics of it. And that's why I got into it. There's little sword hands or the way I move out there. And it just picked up, and people from the stands saw it better. And then coaches saw it better. Especially, this was back before we had all these turf things and you had that lip. Remember the grass lips and everything? You couldn't see over on the far side. Wait a minute, what happened over there? So I just developed mechanics, like almost, I'm not karate chopping, but just I'm there. Exaggerated movements. So people know what you got. And there's no dispute. I mean, this is what he has, and coaches run up the sideline.
I think as a head coach, I always appreciated that you were very loud, very clear. If there was clarification, like you would provide it,
and you're not showboating.
Get ribbed about it. It's not a showboat.
Not showboat at all. It's showing that, hey, you know what? I had this call. You're confident on it. Signal it, and we move on. And if there's a question,
volume up to 11.
Volume up does go up. I do make, especially for a far end call on the other side. You got to make sure you're
now.
Loud.
What about the flagpole and the toss? You're famous for that, man. You really get full extension on that thing. Talk about that.
You
for
know
a second.
What? There's some, look, I work at the rotator cuff, definitely. All right, let me tell you what, it's like a baseball.
It's important to work out.
I'm out there, it's doing all these baseball moves and everything beforehand, because this guy, it's brought me a lot of places. But you know what, Rich? It's when you're out there and you throw a flag in lacrosse, they teach you to throw it as high as you can so everyone sees it, right? Unlike football, you're throwing toward a spot.
Just not into a person's
face. No way.
That's a big no-no.
No way. You're throwing for a spot, sometimes for a foul. So lacrosse is very unique with that. Very unique.
What's the highest that you've tossed it in the air?
Oh, wow. Look,
top of the stands, Woodson stands,
Woodson. Wow, that's a little
Homewood
that's a little high.
stands.
Nobody would be able to get Woodson.
That is tall.
Humongous.
You know what? You always try to get about 3/4 of the way up to the lights. You know, the lights are up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Try to get halfway, 3/4 up.
Okay.
So people see it. Now, I know some officials, they really use like a strong, not rock, but something in the middle of the
Sandbagging.
flagpole. Yeah. You know what? They try to get that height, and I just, whatever the manufacturer brings, I use. Don't need to alter anything. I'm stock. That's what it's about.
Some guys are customizing.
Some
their
guys
flags.
definitely customize their flag to get some extra height. There was a great official in college named Kevin Forrester. Great guy.
Yeah.
Number 50, they call him 50 because he was a police officer, right? And
Leo.
he could throw flags so damn high. It was nuts.
Well,
he was known
he's
for it.
ripped. I mean, he's
he is.
jacked. Like
Definitely strong.
he used to do box games too. He was
Yeah.
a very interesting personality in the world.
Oh,
of
100%.
officiating.
Great mustache and everything. I mean, if Kevin's listening to
real
this, he's going to
scout,
love
yeah.
that drop I just gave him. But he could, even the announcers were like, whoa, into the satellite, there goes his flag.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
he's
So
great.
So talking on him being number 50, how did you get number 29? And why 29?
So when I was coming up, you go and you obviously try out. And when tryouts are over, you know whether you got selected or not for the NCAA. And then literally it was just given to me. It was what numbers were available and 29 stuck. And that's where I'm at today. So I wish I had a cool story about, 29. Like, well, I live off of Route 29 here in DC.
Right.
Or something like
to you,
that.
but you just showed up.
Just
you
showed up.
qualified,
It was
and they gave it to you.
29. It was 29. And it's a great number. And a lot of people try to get the former officials, the former players that are officials. I always try to get their number.
Right.
Like Matt Palem, Syracuse goalie. He was number 44.
Did he get it?
Number 44, of course.
Okay.
I mean,
He's kind of special, right?
he is. He definitely is. He's one of the best out there. And I always love working with Matty. He's great. But for numbers, just wherever they get you. I mean, there was at one point where everyone wanted like a single number, look cool, like 5 or 6 or 7, 9.
First in the program.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, look at this guy. This guy knows his stuff. But you know what? Let's be honest. If you're looking for a number to get better, that's the wrong way of doing stuff.
Right.
So, how many officials are there, like in college lacrosse? Like, are there specific guys that had designated numbers and that never changes?
So, in lacrosse is very unique. We are separated for college in districts. So, districts that I am in District 4, that is Virginia, most of North Carolina, Maryland, and Delaware. And so we have us officials, and then maybe District 3, which is Pennsylvania, New Jersey area. They may have the same number as me.
Oh, all right. So
Right.
there could be dupes.
So there'd be definitely duplicates out there.
Got it.
Definitely duplicates. So numbers, I mean, we really need them. I mean, it helps to identify.
I like
coaches.
seeing because you can see immediately
see
who
exactly.
on the field it is.
Oh, yeah.
Does football use numbers or
Football,
they
we
use
use letters
Okay.
for college football.
Yeah.
We use a letter, what position you are.
Do
I'm
we
a back
wanna
judge.
go
and
down
we-
this college football realm yet, or you want to save that for later?
I don't know. Whatever, take the podcast where
Well,
it goes.
let's talk about how you first got into reffing, and then we'll go into how we got into it.
I don't want to steamroll John because sometimes
No,
I just push
I
him out
also
of the
want
way
to.
and
I mean,
ask a billion questions.
He's a barbecue.
He only gets a little pissed off.
He's a barbecue man, and he's like, you know what? When I was
prepared this week, he's got questions. I do not want to steamroll.
I love it.
So.
You know, he's a barbecue man. He's like the Abe from the Sausage King of Chicago, but he's like the barbecue man.
That's a good movie to quote. Next Memorial Day.
Oh, you mean a little
Meats.
I'm
all
still
about the meats.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off somehow?
Also, the Goonies.
Oh, Goonies are great.
If I can get you to Goonies next Memorial Day, if invited
As always.
Front row.
I'm in.
Actually, we're gonna have a
going.
good time this year because it's Charlottesville.
It's in Charlottesville.
Beltway's already rented a house. We're
That's
working
gonna
on
be great.
We're working on festivities. Junction's gonna do a Friday night barbecue. There'll be a kegs and egg on Saturday for the walk down. So we're getting a house like about a mile from the stadium. We're gonna walk
That
in.
is going to be awesome.
Kyle Mays is gonna work on a little sponsorship program. So if Kyle's out there, keep working those phones. Warrior Lacrosse Unlimited, we'd love to have you at the house. But we're going to have a nice party. We're going to do a little kegs and eggs in the morning for the walk down, have a little yard game. So
Scott Stadium would be a great place for that.
Oh, it'll be amazing. It'll be absolutely electric.
We just hope the weather always cooperates and everything. But getting back to what you said, John, about how did I get into officiating? So my officiating route, I have to thank my father,
Mm-hmm.
who literally answered a newspaper ad. Yep, we're back in the day. In 2000, I was over at George Mason University, and my dad was like, "You need a job.
Mm-hmm.
You need a
That's
job."
a normal
You need a
conversation.
job.
Normal conversation with the father,
That sounds
right?
like my dad.
All right, you need a job.
Hey, I found this ad for a job. Here you go.
I'm
Did
a
he clip
student.
it out, or did he like hand it to
I'm
the
a
paper
student.
circled?
It was
So
circled.
it was
in an envelope.
It was in
like,
the
go get a
Washington
job.
Post, and it's in the Fairfax session. He used to have it on Thursday. It would always come like something special, like it was Fairfax. Something about Fairfax. They would have like
Actually
in
remember
Arlington.
that, yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
It was a separate supplement, and he was just looking at it and saw an ad
Kind of
saying,
like the
That's how we
finger.
know.
Yeah.
How
Got
we-
generation lick the
Generation-
finger.
I licked the finger and looked and said, "Oh, you'd be great at this. I mean, you like sports. You
Right.
can keep you involved. You can make some little money on the side."
I can stop paying for your gas.
Is that? Oh my God, all that stuff. Oof. Got off of that cell phone plan a while ago. But so I answered it, went to this place in Vienna, the Vienna Community Center, met a gentleman named Mark Miana, who was a commissioner,
Oh yeah, Mark Miana, legend in
Legend.
football. Yeah, Northern
Legend.
Virginia football legend.
legend in Northern Virginia youth football, definitely. I met him. He got me signed up. And before you know it, I was out working youth football games. And the high schools were desperate for officials. They still are. And I was identified as someone that might have a chance for high school. High school commissioner, Dennis S. Hall, great guy, since retired now. Commissioner came out, watched a couple youth games, did a couple practices with me. I took the VHSL test, and then I jumped into high school that way. And then
What was your first game? Do you remember?
my first high school game?
Yeah.
First high school game was at Bolus. I forget who they played, but let me tell you what, my heart was beating. Oh my Lord, it was beating big time.
IAC
And,
high school football is
IAC
a
football.
real deal,
Yep,
right?
it was- I forget
Saturday
who- I forget who- yeah,
afternoons.
I forget who it was. Bolus versus somebody. And it was a great time and had wonderful. And then from there, you just picked it up, got very fortunate. That same year, I got into lacrosse as well, youth lacrosse. And
Bobbleheads or a little bit higher than
oh
bobbleheads?
no, youth. We're talking like U8.
Yeah.
And then U.
How old were
U10.
you? Were you in college?
I was
Or-
still in college.
You were still in
I was
college.
still in college.
okay.
It was about 2021 at the time too. So same year I picked up in the fall football. Hey, what about doing a little lacrosse in the spring? And did that. Loved it. Paul Saint Germain,
Saint
Saint legend
My
as
coach.
well.
your coach, he coached you.
Mhm.
Very
Look
cool.
at that. Look at that. Enjoyed that. Saint, great mentor. I mean, he helped me out tremendously where I am today. He taught me a lot. After that, about a year doing youth, a little bit of high school, JV, a couple varsity, and then from there, Saint just literally took me under his wing, and the rest is history.
That's
where I'm
awesome.
at today.
So how did you go from high school football to college football, and then how'd you go from high school lacrosse to college
We'll
lacrosse?
knock out football first. After about 5-6 years of doing high school, I had the fortunate, there was a little study group going on for college rules. So I put my pinky toe in, right? Got in there, started learning a little bit. And then I applied for the ODAC in USA South, Older Men Athletic Conference. So teams like Hampton Sydney, ran for Macon are in the conference. Got hired there and was very fortunate enough to then meet some really good guys who got me into the CIP, the Colonial Ivy Patriot. The teams like Richmond, Villanova, James
Double A.
Madison at the time, 1AA, yes, 1AA. Then from there, once again, people have helped me out tremendously. Like that's who it is. You meet people along the way, and you don't know. I mean, they might have helped me, or somebody else might have helped me. I have no idea, and that's the best part about it. You just don't know how. And then we got to the American, and then ACC for a year, and then currently working the Southeastern Conference,
That's awesome.
SEC. So
What is that like? Like that is like the most competitive college football division in America, right? Like every team is just unbelievable. 100,000 people in the stands. They're competing for a national championship every week. Like what is that experience like? Like pregame and then like in the stadium and then, oh my God, this is like some of the best football I've ever seen in my life.
you know what? I pinch myself sometimes, especially on pregame.
Yeah.
Like where you're at. I mean, you have 100,000 fans getting ready to boo you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Not cheer you, boo you, right? But you know, that's part of the game though. And you know that when you're out there, the you're out there to do a job. And you know those coaches are fighting for their job. It's a business.
Absolutely.
Right? It's a business. And I totally understand if a coach calls me over and wants to question a call, right? And they're emotional about it. It might have cost their team something. And it's for me to stay calm and give him the answer, what I saw. He might not like it, but I'm going to tell him what I saw. And you go from there. The biggest thing is realizing that you're just a very, very small part. And that's what you want to be. Your goal is to walk off the field. No one's talking about you. No one's talking about a call. No one's talking about anything.
Right.
And you just move on to the next game. I mean, it is intense though. I mean, it is, we review so much film. We work together as a crew. We have crew calls every week. It's intense, like a full-time job.
Do you guys like get on a Zoom and like review the plays and like, hey, you should have been mechanically, you should have been more here.
Correct.
We kind of missed this. Like we got to like
calls and everything.
This,
You're right. 100%. And then we have great supervisors that I work with, like specifically for my back judge position. And I'll say, hey, Peter, maybe we don't want that call. It's a marginal call, or yes, your correct call.
That'll keep you from getting run over.
Yes.
Yeah. So talk about any accidents in the college game. Have you been trucked?
Oh, I tell you what.
That's got to be scary. Like
Football,
these dudes just moving.
Football, you're spacing a little bit away. It does happen sometimes where you might get in the wrong spot. Lacrosse, that's the one where sometimes you get trucked. Heck, this past weekend, I was up at the PLL up in Philly, right, on a face-off. And of course, you're in there for the face-off, and the ball,
big ups, Trevor.
The ball backs out. Trevor Baptiste. These face-off guys are amazing, by the way.
Yeah.
All of them. I mean, they're crazy. The fact that they get down, do 30, 35, even 40 face-offs a game. Let me tell you what, man, my knees would be all ripped up and everything.
Full sprint to goal when they're done.
Sprint.
Yeah.
It's intense. And especially, especially they're mic'd up as well. So they're getting interviewed in between face-offs and everything. It's intense. So getting back to
you stood in the draw side of Trevor Baptiste.
So Trevor pops it out, right? My back's towards the wing guys, right? And I'm thinking, okay, wing guys can go around me. We're good. Oh, no. I took a little shove. Let me tell you what, that'd been a 30.
Can you tell players to go around you? Because that doesn't seem like a thing.
No, you feel them?
I'm here.
They're using you as the pick to get the ball. Make no doubt about it.
Oh, you know they do. So let me tell you what. The guy pushed me. And yeah, it should have been a 30-second foul against him. All right, let's be honest. That was clear in the back. There was no 50-50 there. That was clear in the back. And you know what? To his credit, a few plays later, on a TV time, like, I'm sorry, man. I'm like, yeah, it happens. We're part of the field.
Way better than getting the Matty Palem in the wedding tackle, right?
Oh,
I mean, that had to be the worst one I've ever seen.
Yes.
So.
For lacrosse, definitely there's more opportunities for me to get hit. And you know what? It's part of the game.
Hey, Beltway. Daniel O'Connell's Pub is the home of our postgame. O'Connell's is the title league sponsor, the provider of your photos and uniforms for summer 2025. They invite you to join them postgame in Alexandria, your home for EPL, PLL, and NFL action. A special thank you to the owners and staff of O'Connell's. Thank you so much for supporting Beltway Lacrosse and our players.
My favorite PD was like a year or two ago where you're on like GLE and Maryland scores. I think it was Maryland scores. And then you like triple jump over a guy on your way to put your hands up. And
you know what? You know what?
I don't think I caught that one.
Oh, it's amazing.
So
send me a clip.
I think it was Ohio State, Maryland. It
wasn't Glovegate, was it?
No, it was not Glovegate. No.
Were you on that?
No, I was not on Glovegate.
Thankfully
not. What? That was tough. But you're right. So I was coming in GLE and just happened the player slid right in front of my path. I jumped over it and came up with signal goal. I mean, look, I didn't want to get my legs taken out or anything. Right. That's the problem.
You didn't want to step on him.
No. Oh, no.
Can't do that.
No. If I step on him somehow, I might fall and trip. I might hurt the player as well. That's the worst part. I was just very fortunate. And yeah, it came up. I mean, look, USA Olympics then came and asked, hey, we have a shot for a high jump for you and everything. A little Flasberry flop. Turn your back around. Try that.
I like the idea of like how athletic a ref has to be.
Yeah.
And especially watching you.
Well, Holywood gets a good stretch in pregame. So this guy's stretches. The calisthenics are unreal, right?
Look, we get after about 30 minutes beforehand. We talk to the coaches, right? And we talk to the face-off guys, and that rest of the time's for us. And I tell you what, I mean, as I get older, the calisthenics is more critical.
Right.
I mean, I'm out there doing some high knees, some butt kicks, right? And I definitely work on the calf raises. I mean, you definitely
bicep curl, calf raises. That's all you need.
Stretch right there in midfield.
It's just, you got to.
Work the arm.
You know what? We need you guys to come out, maybe officiate, maybe a little shadow officiate.
I've already promised Marty that one day I will be joining the officials ranks. I think is once I get myself in shape, I'm going to.
You
start
bring up
doing
Marty
it,
Joyner. Marty Joyner has been a really asset, I think, to the high school officiating around here, without a doubt. I mean, he was a former coach and coach. I mean, now official.
Field, box,
everything.
also field hockey. Like he's done a tremendous.
He's got a tough job too because he's got to deal with the coaches.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, for me, I deal with the coaches in that quick little 2-hour window, right, for lacrosse, 3 hours in football.
Shake hands and you're off,
right,
yeah.
and we move on. He's got to answer phone calls, see clips.
But it's a business too, right? Like he's the one that has to organize all the schedules for you guys, locations, rainouts, cancellations, athletic directors. Like it's a lot.
It is a lot.
So Marty wanted to kill me on Sunday night. It was Father's Day, and we had to do some schedule changes for Beltway, and I'm like, he's like taking an international flight at like 9 a.m. And I'm like sliding in with like 6 changes for locations.
It's like sliding in a DM or something.
He just calls me. He's like so mad. He's like, I'm just going to spend time changing these. And I was like, oh, I was such a jerk, Marty. I'm sorry. Yeah, hopefully he's enjoying his international vacation.
I'm sure he is, wherever he's at. I mean, hey. But no, he does a great job here and mentors the hell out of these guys. I'm not joking. We have great feedback, and he cares. Like, I mean, he really cares.
I think we should get this guy officiating one day. Grow the mustache in. You'd be top tier there in your stripes.
I will considering it.
Consider.
I feel like I would be a terrible ref though, because I'm so chill about everything. I'd be like, Coach, what do you want me to do? Let the boys play. I'd be that guy, and they'd be like, he can barely move.
Can you yell wheels as a ref?
No, we can't. No, it's
Wheels.
You know what? You bring up stuff, and somebody told me this once: the eye in the sky never lies, and the eye in the sky is the camera, and it shows so much. It shows you where you are positioning wise, your calls, and it's just something that the eye in the sky never lies. I mean, I can't tell my signer, whoever, hey, I did this, and they're like, camera shows this.
Yeah.
So you always got to be upright and forthful. I mean, there was somebody who told me, there's 2 lies, commission and omission, and always be honest. Always, because it'll come back to bite you. It will.
I don't think I've ever had like an issue with any of the officials. Like some guys, they don't love feedback. I mean, I know I can be a jerk in the huddle and asking questions in the games. Obviously, you've been a ref when I was coaching, but I think it's a very human process, right? Like it's just hard. You guys are trying your best for the kids. Make it safe, make it fair. Like,
I've offered him gummy worms.
Yeah.
When I was
Bribes.
just bribes. And speaking of bribes, how do I get you as an NIL Junction Barbecue sponsored athlete?
Oh, wow.
Can refs take NIL deals? Is that something in the cards?
I think it is. I mean, I believe it is.
Sauce,
I mean, I can find that out with our
wear a little Junction Barbecue patch on his uniform.
Little pin. I mean, I'm sure we can talk to the association and everything. I mean, especially
Players are doing it.
I know players are.
Why can't refs?
That sounds like a phenomenal idea, especially for high school. I mean, I don't know why we can't do that.
Speaking of gifts, got some stuff to present to you. So the latest and greatest Beltway hat is.
Whoa! Look at this, man! I like the trucker hat and everything.
I don't know if he's a hat guy because of how coiffed the hair is. But
I'm definitely a hat guy. This is gonna look great. I don't want to ruin my coif right now because we're on YouTube TV.
Yeah. Got a t-shirt.
Oh, look at this guy! Oh, I like the red.
Got some shorts for you.
Oh, this stuff is.
We don't take shortcuts on our
Oh,
swag,
no way!
And got you some shorts.
Oh, I love these. Oh, I'm gonna be wearing these out.
Our new summer shorts.
Oh, I might wear these to the PL game up to Baltimore.
I think your wife's gonna love them.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Daughter definitely not gonna like them.
No, but you know what?
Visually obtrusive.
These are outrageous. These are something that, you know what though? As a school teacher, elementary school teacher, I sport these. Oh yeah.
Do they let you wear shorts to school?
Oh my God, yeah.
That's
of course. As a PE teacher, Yeah.
Right.
So PE teacher, obviously, I don't wear the normal.
Those who
garb.
can't.
Oh, for some reason I thought you were like an English teacher or something.
Oh, no.
I didn't realize you were a gym teacher.
No, yeah, elementary school physical
sweet.
education teacher.
Oh, that's awesome.
Loving the dream there. These will be beautiful. I'll get some swag, and the kids are going to be like, "Oh my God, where'd you get those at?" I go, "Well, you got to listen to the podcast."
BeltwayLacrosse.com.
I've even got a matching hoodie for you, but I'll save that for later.
That'd be awesome.
Your wife's really gonna love the matching combo.
Oh, it's going to be great, though. You know what? Hey, it's all
All the
about
swag.
that. I love that, man. Look at that stitch job too. Oh, that's really good.
American logo, Falls Church. They do a great job.
Look at that. Even got a little sponsor in there through that.
There you go. Well, we're all about sponsoring and helping promote our folks.
I'm excited that I'm going to have the first NIL ref
There you go.
sponsored Junction Barbecue athletes.
It's going to be great. I mean, I know I can't. College, I can't wear it for. I know that.
No.
High school, we can maybe talk to Marty, a little VHSL. I mean, I think we can start moving on. I mean,
Have you come ref some barbecue events? That's a foul on the play. Too much smoke.
DC barbecue battle is this weekend.
That would be hilarious.
Oh, it is
Bring
this
your
weekend.
whistle.
Yeah.
oh wow.
Let's do some competition cooks. You want to?
Oh wow.
You want to do?
I'll be in Baltimore this weekend, unfortunately, for the PLL.
Big PLL weekend, right? Homecoming.
is.
Did it sell
It is.
out?
I don't know.
I think they're pretty close.
I bet they are. Baltimore's always a great spot. Homewood Field, historically, for lacrosse, 100 plus years, it's seen a lot.
Homewood special, right?
It has. I mean, it's hosted, obviously hosts John Hopkins Lacrosse, hosted World Championships, I think 98.
I went to the World
I think
Games
I was
back
in the 90,
98.
90 event, yeah.
Yeah. It's
It
just,
was really hot that day. It was like 98 degrees and there was no water on the field.
oof.
Anybody that played in that game it was brutal.
No, Homewood always special place to go for everybody, the history and everything. There's a lot of different stadiums. Every stadium that hosts college lacrosse is special. I mean, you go to Navy. Navy has the battles around, right? Which is just, and you go to any academy stadium.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, you just knowing that the academy players, what they're going to do after
It's a
lacrosse,
special group, right? It's
Yeah,
a special group,
it
like the
is.
committed leaders and
100%.
you know those guys are really dedicated and this is like it's a little break for them. You know,
It is.
they're doing their training and their leadership stuff and then eventually they're going to be an officer and lead our country, but it's really fun to watch those guys play lacrosse.
Yeah, I mean, Navy has some, they're called the Navy hooligans.
Uh-huh.
And they sit in the first row. And one of my favorite things, anytime you make a call against Navy, you always hear it goes,
So Boo Birds.
ref hates America. Ref hates America. Ref hates America. It keeps on going. You're like, oh God.
That's awesome.
Rolls off the tongue pretty easily.
Those plebes get after it, right? That's like the one part of their day where they're allowed to just be absolutely
Yes,
wild.
It
so.
is. It's great. But every stadium you go to, whether you go to an ACC, Big Ten, Patriot League, Ivy League.
So speaking
anywhere,
of Boo Birds,
SoCon.
like who's got the best Boo Birds, like best chirps? Like
Oh,
where
best
have you
chirps.
been where like you're just like under your breath just laughing at what they're saying because it's, you know.
You know what? They'll say this.
You're overpronating. Stop. That's what I did at UNC for you.
You know what? Here, every stadium depends how close the fans are,
Mhm.
right? I mean,
If, like,
Loyola,
the bar area
I
is
will
right behind
say,
the field.
they're right on top
Right
of
on
you,
top of you.
and they sit behind, and they're very loud, and Hopkins is loud, Maryland, Virginia,
Carrier Dome. Have you been to the Carrier
Carrier
Dome?
Dome. Oh yes, the Carrier Dome gets you. They get you, especially when you go over the replay over there, and you're right up against the wall where the fans right.
And they're
are.
just like towering
They're-
down
yeah,
over
exactly.
you. Yeah, that's hard.
It's Ohio State too, Penn State. Any team has those fans that
That's special.
that just are special, and they come out and their one job is to chirp.
Yeah.
which is great. I mean, hey, that's what it's about.
Is there any like scattering report on you? Like, what's up, Hollywood? And
You know
it's
what?
just slowly get into you.
They, not really, because look, I know they're out
There's
there.
no parent forums out there chirping
No.
Peter Buchanan.
Look, they're out there doing their thing. They're trying to influence you.
Mhm.
And it just, you smile because you know that it's not going to work.
Right.
Because as I said earlier, the eye in the sky doesn't lie.
So going back to the stadiums,
Yeah.
your pregame warm up, does any stadium in particular have like the best food? Is there any like these hot dogs in this stadium are better for me? Like, because you got to be fed by them, right? Like you're having
know what?
college snacks.
I was going to say, what's your pregame meal?
Oh, well, I'm a big breakfast guy no matter what.
Mhm.
So
Any time of day?
anytime. Oh, anytime of day. Today's Wacky Wednesday, right? Oh, excuse me. Yesterday's Wacky Wednesday. And
days of the week are important.
It is. My God, it's tough. I'm on summer break right now, so where am I? Oh, I know I got to show up to Baltimore on Saturday. What are we talking about? So I know it's big in our family, and we do Wacky Wednesday, so we do breakfast for dinner.
Okay.
So I love breakfast. It's
Scrapple. What's your go-to
Scrapple.
breakfast meal?
I haven't gave my kids Scrapple in forever.
That's
something. That's
a fine. That's going to be a fine.
That's my father used to make Scrapple for me all the time. Oh my God, come in this big block. And then we just slice it out, put it on the griddle. Oh my
Crispy,
God.
A little maple syrup.
Crispy's right. Oh, I mean, breakfast, I just love it. Bacon, making myself a strong omelet, throw in there, obviously, a bunch of vegetables, some meat. I kind of like almost like a kitchen sink. Just throw it all in there.
Kitchen sink.
And everything. I just love it.
I had some Taylor ham over the weekend in Delaware. I had
an
Old Bay bagel with egg and cheese with Taylor ham. I'd never had Taylor ham. That's like a big Philly thing. Or pork roll, I guess they call it. Philly guys are going to crush me on this one. I have no idea. But I was like, oh, this is pretty good. I've been missing the boat on this one. So surf bagel in Lewis. Very strong.
But pregame is just, I really don't eat much of the stuff they have. And maybe some snacks, but I mean, just mostly breakfast and roll on out there and work
the game. It's the most important meal of the day.
It is.
Regardless of what day it is.
I know, 100%.
So did they put like in the officials green room? Do they put like snacks?
Officials green room,
water, like, or are you just,
blue M&Ms?
Or are you just in a filthy old locker room?
No. And you know what? I will say they take care of you.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, every stadium, there's obviously we got a locker room. Every stadium is different. You might have a smaller one. Maybe they'll provide the water. Gatorade.
What's the one you're looking forward to every year that you're like, it'd be kind of nice to end up at Scott, or where's your spot? Is there one that you like?
No, not one. I don't have one in particular. Okay. I don't have one in particular. But, they always say take care of you. And you always got someone to hopefully walk you to the field and everything. In between the fans, there's some spots you got to go to. But the most part.
Do you have like a regiment or like your pre-ritual, like the week, like, you're leading up to the game? What are the things you need to do? Are there like stretching, yoga? Are there like are you going to watch video of the last time they played to see like how they played, things to look for? Like, what's your pregame for that?
So for pregame for lacrosse, I will send out as a referee, I'll send out to my crew topics, right? All right, you're in charge of maybe some crease dives, right? You're in charge of the shot clock, right? Different type of topics. So during the pregame, when we're there that morning, we'll go over this, get our mindset. We'll also make a quiz up and send it out to them. So
you give the other refs quizzes.
Yeah.
So I go
teacher, man.
About five question quiz, and this gets them in the rule book. My goal is for them to open the rule book up like, oh, I don't know that. Let me look at the rule book. Just make sure I get that rule reference correct. Right. He's always asked for rule references and stuff to make sure I know you open up the rule book. So you're not just saying, oh, it's this. But,
random, or you haven't opened it for a couple years.
Yeah, exactly.
That rule changed years ago.
I know.
I'm still looking for a horn.
Yeah, me too. Horn? Horn? Sorry.
No, well, you can still, you know what? It's funny you mentioned horns.
Are they coming back?
Oh, you can use horns in proper times if you want to request like a stick check, right? And the ball's all the way down there, right? And you want to come to, and there's no official near you can ask them for a horn, right?
Double horn.
Double horn. So we come over and check it. So I mean, horn is you still use horns. Obviously, at the end of the quarter they use horns too. At the end of shot clocks, they use horns if they don't have the buzzer on the shot clock.
You don't miss the use of the horn.
No, not for substitutions. No. Oh, that killed the game.
Slowed it down, right?
Oh, 100%.
I kind of miss it. It was nice.
I also miss it a little
bit. Of course, as coaches, you guys love it.
Yeah. Put the long pull in on the ride as an attackman. Yes. Yeah, that was great.
Yes, exactly. I mean, now you see it in the PLL, and you see it in college as well. And I wish high school would have shot clocks. That's just me. I mean, as coaches,
we're going to get there, right? There, and NFHS they're reviewing it now, right? And they're going to start testing it, I think, in the next couple of years. Because
getting back to them, getting your deep pulls on, because you notice in the last 4 or 5 seconds, if there's nothing going on, the ball goes out of bounds, they throw the ball away, and they're already subbing. Now, the thing with high school, I would think we have to do, obviously, a lot higher shot clock threshold, right? To get them going first. I mean, maybe say at 80. I don't know about a reset at, I don't know.
I think 80, 60. I think it should follow college. Like, I don't know that, like, giving them that extra time helps, right? Like, they're going to have to, if they're going to,
you have to figure it out.
They're going to advance into college anyway. Like, get used to it, kid. Like, that's my take. Like, I think if you gave them more time, what happens when they get to college? Then they're not used to playing fast, right? And I look at box where they use a 30.
Oh, yes.
Right? Like, you're just up and down. Sixes is 30. So I think PLL shot clock is incredibly fast because
It is.
the process of the face-off, and then once they get possession,
Is it 40?
It's still on the face-off, you get 32.
Cool.
And that's the initial. You get 32. So you'll see a lot of different strategies. If you watch a game, it is amazing the way these coaches and players
kind of think about it and
think
cut
about
it
it.
up,
And they'll pick it up at a certain time. Like the face-off might be pushed out. They might wait till they get some subbing on, and then they pick it up so then the shot clock can start. If we have a reset, offensive turnover goes to 52. So it goes fast.
It creates all kinds of really interesting strategies too, right? Because some coaches are like, I'm not going to put a face-off athlete out there.
Correct.
I'm just going to go with a
Correct.
two-way midi. We'll scrap for the ball, and then we go.
If we get it.
Yeah.
Because, and PL roster spots are so limited.
Yeah.
That's very important. So getting back quickly to the NAFHS for
Yeah.
the shot clock, I would love to have it. I wish they could parlay it with the football play clock. Somehow say, look, if you're going to put a shot clock in for lacrosse, we can use that for football.
So do you think
that's
football
true.
would drive that bus?
So
or do you
share that
Share it.
investment.
It's just like the college stadiums we go to, right? Most of them, I mean, if you're playing in like at University of Maryland, they use the football play clock on there, right? Instead of a dedicated, Georgetown uses a football play clock and they just reset it to 80-60.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple.
That's awesome.
So, I mean, I would love football to drive that. I know over at Broad Run, local high school over here, that's a high school football play clock that they give the referee, right, to reset it to where it's supposed to go at.
Huh.
So it's like a wireless thing. I mean,
Interesting.
I don't know. I mean, if we ever get there, obviously you got to train. I don't know if you have to train a parent. Because a shot clock,
Yeah.
it's not like a game clock where it stops and starts.
I think
right?
you'd have to hire like a shot clock
You probably have to
operator, and he'd have to be an official that's like an alternate. I don't know if they use alternates for
Yeah,
high
we
school
could-
football, but like you'd have an alternate whose job is to sit and operate that. Like they do that in the NLL.
Yes.
There's a 4-man crew. 3 guys are on the floor. 1 guy's like in the box as the alternate or what have you. And then if somebody gets injured or something, that guy then has to go. And then
I know in the IAC, they use shot clocks, and we provide a shot clock operator for IAC lacrosse.
I think that's probably the best strategy. I can imagine that parent doing the slow restart.
And they reset it. And look, it happens in a college game.
Yeah.
We mess up, people mess up. But of course, unlike the clock, everyone sees the clock, and the coaches
So
get
what
frustrated.
happens when you botch it, like a restart? Because like once you hit the button, like there's no going back, right? Like what happens then as a college official? Like,
So
you stop the game, reset it to the time that it was.
Exactly.
Okay, so
we
you have
stop
to
the
fix
game,
it. Okay.
and that's
It's
hopefully.
not like Beltway where we just pretend nobody saw it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no. Yeah, we stop the game and we reset where we have to go. Some shot clocks have something called recall, which means they can go back to where they reset it at. So
That's awesome.
Which is great. It does.
Would you add any other rules to not really football? Let's keep it lacrosse.
I'll definitely talk about lacrosse.
Are there any rules that you would like to kind of
So-
see tweak? Because for me, it's just like a guy behind a green curtain, and let's change the face-off rules again. All right, I guess we're changing that again.
It hasn't really helped anything, but let's do it again.
Let's do it one more time.
Look, the coaches on the rules committee are in charge of the rule stuff. So they vote, they show up every 2 years. There's a rule cycle where you can change things, and they meet about a week after the season, and they decide where they want a rule change. So they send out surveys to us. They always have in there, some of the surveys always talk about, you want to switch the shot clock to a lower time, like on a reset. Instead of giving them 60, maybe give them 45 or 40. I don't know. Right? They're always looking for feedback. This recent survey was talking about the goal mouth. Should we take away goal mouth? Right?
It's been a sensitive topic.
It's been a very sensitive topic. I mean, these college players, they're athletes.
Totally.
Right? They make a dive, and if they're in that goal mouth, they land in the goal mouth, whether the
Were
ball
they
crossed
pushed
or not.
did they do it on their own? It's so subtle and so hard. I mean, like you guys, like
it's tough, and we're fortunate enough now where we have review.
Yeah, that's
replay
huge.
is huge, and coaches I think love it.
Yeah,
They can challenge. They can challenge anything, right? And we go to the review. They can throw a challenge flag.
hopefully it
and we
doesn't
can
get as
determine.
slow as the EPL, like where they're taking back VAR goals or whatever. Like that gets crazy. But
No, we try to get before a game. I go talk to the replay person. What kind of angles you give me? This and that.
all right, so
And
there's
the
a whole
coaches know.
there's a whole
Oh,
process.
it's a whole process. I don't
that's
just
awesome.
show up and say, "All right, what do we got today?" No, it's and
Let's swing it.
and every school's different.
Yeah.
Every school different. If the game's on ESPN, we're gonna get more camera angles,
Mm-hmm.
right? Versus maybe we have a weekday game where I may just have 4.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Everything is different, and no, they work hard. The replay people do, and I'm happy as part of the game. And it's just I like replay a lot because and when it comes down to it, we want to get it right.
Right.
Yeah. I
Right.
mean, it allows
Faith-
you a second chance on something that you guys may have accidentally missed. So.
Exactly. And I mean, we can't go back and I can't make a call up. I can't say we missed a slash.
Yeah.
I can't put a slash on, right?
But game change, like somebody was talking,
Yeah.
Pete Stewart was talking last night. Some of the old guys were crying about a foul, and he's like, "But it wasn't an advantage. If there was not a true advantage, then what are we doing, right? Like, so as an official, like, well, there wasn't an advantage, so I'm not going to call like some random technicality, but like when that advantage being able to change that, like where it changed the game, right? Like we go back to that Penn State game. If you got a second chance at that, we could have got it right. So
Now on the Penn State game, I'm glad you brought that up. The officials went over there. They did not have the Big Ten feed. That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
They just had the in-house feed and they didn't have that angle. So they left there thinking everything was great.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, they didn't have that feed. And that, like I said, I bring that up about earlier about how on certain games, you get certain feeds and stuff like that. And they just didn't have it. But let me tell you what, now every Big Ten game, there's definitely the broadcast feed.
That's tough, right? Like
It's tough.
You got to fail to learn, right? So you got to fall down to like kind of understand that
Are we
mistake.
talking about the Penn State game that happened this year?
Oh, I was talking about the one a
National
couple
champion-
years ago that
National
actually created
semi.
the swell
yes.
for replay.
And you know what? If that happened and Matt Palum, God bless him, I think if it was going to happen to anybody, he was the one official that can handle it.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
he knows that, look, all right, I messed up. He's the one guy that, okay, you know what? Now replay, it happened. It's on me. Now we're glad we got replay. And I think he was the one official that could happen to him.
We all know that like he would
ether.
never have intentionally made a mistake. So
No, it was like a perfect storm. A
Perfect
player
storm.
across the other player, and player across the other official across the crease, and it happens. But now coaches can challenge.
yeah.
And then we have the opportunity under 4 minutes to go for college on anything involving a scoring play, obviously, or a timing issue. So, yeah.
This hat trick episode brought to you by GlueUp, the all-in-one association management software platform designed to grow and engage your community. Whether you're running events, managing memberships, or streamlining communication, GlueUp makes it simple. A powerful CRM, seamless event tools, real results. Check them out at glueup.com and take your organization to the next level. GlueUp, where communities thrive. All right, we got to change gears a little bit.
Change it.
I've steamrolled John once again. So we're 15 minutes to go. You're on the clock, John. It's
Oh,
yours.
wow.
Well, going
on the
back
clock,
to-
like Family Feud here. You're putting me on
I
like
feel bad
fast money.
sometimes. Like he's just like trying to say something, and I'll just like push him out of the way.
We're good. Going back to you being Mr. Breakfast
Yeah.
15 minutes ago, I have the Beltway hat question of the day.
Oh, my God. Look at this guy.
So fix that right here.
Look at that sombrero.
Here's your.
I'll put it on. Everyone's putting it on.
We're putting it on.
I guess
love it.
we're all in it.
I love this.
You mentioned you're a breakfast guy.
Yeah.
What is your last meal? What would be part of your last meal?
Mukbang. It's got to be a mukbang.
No.
So Dalton Young explained this to us. So it's your perfect meal: appetizer, main, and dessert.
And then Angel just wanted to go to Glory Days.
Yeah, Angel, all about Glory
Oh,
Days.
wow. So my last meal, is it, do I have to fix it myself? Can I go to a restaurant?
Any restaurant
Anytime
in the
you want.
world that you want, and it can be multiple restaurants for that
You can go
mukbang.
charcutes in the morning. You can go.
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie in the morning.
Would you like a
Whatever.
nice prosecco?
How do you breakfast?
Oh, wow. Breakfast. All right. You got to start out.
How do you
with-
last meal? Sorry, go back.
my last meal, you know what? I think, all right. I'm going to start out definitely with probably an alcoholic drink. You got to have it. I got to set the stage,
Like
right?
a manmosa. or Red Bull?
Manmosa. What is a manmosa?
What is a mimosa? Help me out with
I
that.
think you just add more booze.
Oh, is that all it
Okay.
is?
Like
That all
Red
it
Bull,
is?
orange juice, and vodka? Like
Oh,
I'm
geez.
confused.
Oh, you know, a Red Bull vodka is always good to start out in the morning. I mean, hey,
Orange Crush is always my
Orange
go-to.
Crush.
Orange
so
Crush
what,
is
what
good.
would be your morning?
my morning breakfast. All right, so you start out definitely with probably a mimosa. Start off with
Okay.
that, right? Strong, get it going. Then I would probably go with a solid omelet. I would have to. Like, I mean, I'm talking, like I said, a kitchen sink, throwing bacon in, throw some steak in there, mushrooms, tomatoes, definitely avocado.
Salsa?
Definitely
Are you
avocado.
a hot sauce guy?
And I'm a hot sauce guy.
Not a hot sauce guy.
Maybe a little sour cream in there as well. And then, you got to go with probably a strong waffle, man. Like, I mean,
Like Belgian?
a Belgian waffle, yes. And
Okay.
I'm not talking like you're going to like Hampton Inn, that type of Belgian waffle. I'm
That's
talking
not
like
a good waffle.
a strong.
Not that we don't want to choose a
Is
sponsor.
there like I was in Texas and there was a Texas-shaped waffle. Do you have a shaped waffle that you want to go circle? You want to go square?
Lacrosse stick.
Lacrosse could be nice. A circle one's fine.
Okay.
Circle one's fine. And then I probably, this is my last meal.
Last meal.
I mean, I'm probably going to also get like a chocolate chip pancake. I get some of that sugar in there and everything. And then,
One last thing. Got to add it. What's it going to be?
for like, you know what? Like, I already got my dessert and everything. I would end up probably with another drink. Just finish it off.
That's one more cocktail.
I'm just one more cocktail because I know I'm going. If I'm going electric chair, like you're telling me I am, I don't want any feel, man.
What are you going with for your last cocktail?
Okay, all right. So
One last drink.
I love, and people are gonna laugh and everything like this probably, but I love the flavored vodkas. I'm big into
Fuzzy navels?
no, just all I need is like a raspberry vodka, strawberry vodka. A Kettle One makes a great like cucumber vodka, right? On the rocks, a little bit of soda water, probably a little bit of soda water.
Pinkies up.
And that's all.
Things up.
There you go.
I mean, I love that stuff. I also got into also like this drink called long drinks.
Oh, yeah.
You know long drink?
I do. It's good.
Finish? Yes.
Like a seltzer? But
It's like a
it's
seltzer.
like malt beverage, though,
it's
right?
it's with gin.
Oh, it's gin.
It's like basically a Fresca with gin. It's phenomenal.
Fresca.
I mean,
Fresca guy right here.
Big Fresca energy.
you know, Frescas aren't bad, man. I mean,
Yeah,
look,
they're good.
I mean, especially when at night where you don't want any caffeine or anything, a little Fresca, pop that baby up.
Fair enough. I feel like a little caffeine late for you would really keep you up.
It would keep me up. It would keep me up.
You're already a little hyper, so the caffeine.
Yeah, man. You know what? Hey, it's just the way it is. It's like you gotta live every day with it. And I mean, you never know when the last one's going to be. Just like your last meal is here.
Well, looks
Yeah,
like
so
we got
we
a
got the next question.
new hat trick.
This is the hat trick question of the day.
Supposed to put that on, just not.
Oh, I love this. Oh, look at that. It's like it matches the summer shorts.
We'll get you one. Don't worry.
Oh my God.
You can put as many hats on as you'd like, sir.
Oh my
Or
God.
just.
I'm going to switch it out. I'm going to switch it out, man. You know what?
Switch it
Hey,
out.
we're here. You all about it? Oh,
Gonna take this sombrero off.
look at that
there.
flat bill.
Yeah.
Much as
Good dad hat for you there.
It is
that's
solid.
a good hat for you there.
I've had a chance to know you for a long time, coaching, reffing, playing. How would you encourage the next round of kids coming up to want to play lacrosse at a high level or want to become a ref? Like your journey kind of pivoted from playing to reffing. What would you tell the kids who might want to be a ref or whose parents might be watching the podcast and saying, my son needs a job or my daughter needs a job?
Look, I will say that if you're playing lacrosse right now in high school, Saturdays are a perfect time to become a referee for the youth game. You'll, one, know the rules. Two, you'll start meeting the officials that are working your games. And I will tell you something right now, having a relationship with another official who's working your game, that's not going to help you with a call, but you can go talk to them during the game saying, hey, what happened over here? Or this and that. Like it's fortunate enough, like in college, you start getting to know the players, right? Then they get to the PLL and they know who you are. Like, oh, this and that. And they can come talk to you. There's no difference. Like in high school where you want some extra scratch, some extra money, right? I mean, they pay pretty well about going out there working a youth game. And then obviously you work with another senior official. And then if you want, maybe in college, if lacrosse isn't your boat, if you're not playing in college, maybe you find out wherever you're at, there's always lacrosse, always youth lacrosse. And you get in there, then maybe you come back and get a job. That's the way up if you want. And I would say any parents out there, if you want to send their teenager, get them in officiating. I'm telling you, it doesn't have to be lacrosse.
It'll help
be
the game
basketball.
too. We're
Yes,
dying
it could
for
be
officials
football.
right now.
We are. It could be anything, and it'll just make you appreciate the game more, I think.
Right.
And don't be scared. Coaches, they're gonna yell and scream, but you know what? That makes you tougher. Makes you how to deal with stuff in the real life.
It's good learning lesson for life, right?
It is learning life. How can you handle adult?
A little adversity. It's
Adversity.
good to, as you grow up, to like, you know,
Mhm.
a lot of the kids today, like they just don't understand like that adulting stuff.
No, they don't. And that's, you know what? It's every generation's different. Everyone's going to say my generation's was better or whatever were they doing. But I mean, I really think that's a great question. And look, here's the biggest thing is finding a mentor. I mean, I always put my name out there saying, hey, call me up. You have a play discussion. It's funny. It's funny. Some people do it. Some people are like afraid, like, oh no, is Peter going to think, you know, I don't know, this rule or whatever. I used to be like that.
Right.
Heck, I still am like that.
That's a great point, though. Like,
Yeah.
nobody's going to come up and offer to be your mentor. If
No
you
one
need
is.
guidance in life, if you need, like, hey, I would like to pick your brain. I would like for you to help me in my professional career, in officiating, in coaching, whatever it is that you're trying to get into, go and ask somebody smart. What's the worst thing they're going to do? Say no. But like 99% of the time,
Correct.
the
Rich.
person's going to remember, hey, you know, saying help me.
Yes.
Like,
Oh,
you know,
100%.
like, I know when I was a young coach, Chris Ward,
Yes.
you know, Chris Ward, God bless him, rest in peace. You know, I was a intern in college. I was driving by a field they were playing. I got out of my car and asked if he'd help me coach, and he helped. He started my whole lacrosse career in coaching. So, like, you know, I think that's such a valid point. Like, don't wait for somebody to come give you an opportunity. Go knock on their door, find that opportunity, ask for help. They will be a mentor.
Oh, 100%. I mean, you nailed it on the head. And I mean, if I could ask anything, look, just ask somebody.
Yeah.
It's so simple. It is. I mean, yes, I know it's tough when you're a teenager and you're worried about, oh no, what's this guy going to think of me? Trust me, we are not thinking what you are thinking. The
Yeah.
biggest thing is once you realize that just all you got to do is be comfortable in your skin. And that's the thing. And that's the toughest thing I think to teach.
Be
our
a
kids.
gladiator.
Be a gladiator. Oh, wow. That's a good one. That was
You
really
write
good.
that down.
Oh, I might need a.
Do you want to go through your?
I got a couple here. I'll kick off here.
Yeah.
So I've got some names here of some local
Names?
coaching legends.
Coaching legends.
So just
Oh,
give
this is good.
Give us one word when you think of their name. So I'm going to give. They're retired. They're not active, so you don't have to worry about
I got you.
these guys getting mad at you for not giving them a call.
No,
next
you know what?
time,
I'm
but-
sure whatever name you say, that they've been great to the coaching community, to the officiating community, to the lacrosse community in general.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
all
So
right.
just give us one word here.
This is great. I really feel like I'm a Family Feud here.
100%.
Got the 20-second clock. Here we go.
Giblin,
Intense.
Bordley.
Calm.
He's not coaching anymore at Leicester. Malcolm Lester, the name you probably haven't heard in a little bit, but a legend no less.
Very inquisitive.
It's a good one. Tony Gray.
I just think of championships. Oakton. So that's the first thing.
Championships, a lot of them,
Yeah,
right?
A lot of them.
Brewer.
Wow. Championships again. I mean, how many did he have? 6, 7?
I can't even remember. A lot.
I mean,
It's a lot of
does he have more than Tom Brady?
No, I don't think he's got more
No,
than Tom
more than
Brady,
Tom
but
Brady?
he's up there. He had 3 in a row, right? And then I
Yes.
think maybe it's close to 4, somewhere between 4 and 6, I think, total when he was at Langley.
You know what's interesting? You name all those names. I know you should keep on going.
I got a
probably.
couple more here.
Okay, keep going.
Oh, let's see here.
Broderick.
Ooh.
Oh, Broderick.
After you give it, I want to hear one funny snippet of because he used to love a coach's conference. I would love to hear one funny thing he said to you in a conference.
Broderick, reliable.
Good one.
The reason I bring up reliable is you could tell he did like the smallest little jobs, shagging balls,
Mm-hmm.
right? Always, he was like a mentor, I think, for a lot of the players as well. He was just always reliable, I thought. Always there. He had always surrounded himself with great coaches.
Mm-hmm.
That tells you something, the assistant coaches and everything. Broderick's story fast. Let me think here. You know what? When he asked questions, he asked him in a great tone.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't like yelling at you and everything. And
He give you that little wry smile at the end.
yeah, he always did. And look, you know what? We understand that coaches, they're out there coaching for their job. It's an emotional part of the game. It is our job to stay grounded,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because we know they're going to yell, scream at everything. We can't yell back. We got to be the person that's try to be even keel.
Last one, Dennis Stewart.
I rest his soul. Dennis. That's a tough one. So many adjectives are going through my head and everything. Dennis. Just happy-go-lucky kind
Joy.
of guy.
Total joy. I was thinking about
Total
it last
joy,
night.
yeah.
Joy.
Joy. I mean, the whole Stewart family.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about LACROSSE, Northern Virginia, synonymous with Stewarts.
I mean, they pretty much brought it to the region, right?
Triple Edge, right? Back in the
Triple
Advantage.
Edge, Advantage, Lake Braddock.
Oh my God.
Braddock. I mean, like, just they touch so many different elements of lacrosse that's in the northern region today. So
yeah, exactly. I mean, wow. I mean, you got an official. You had coaches. I mean, they were just wow.
Ran a small business. Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
Crazy.
All right, John, got a few more moments. What do you got?
How did you get the name Holywood?
You know what? It wasn't given to me. I mean, I did not make it by no means. I believe Mark Dixon, Mark Dixon is a Big Ten network analysis guy, right?
He's good.
He's also an official. He just made it up out of the blue one day just because of the way, like you brought up on their podcast, just the way I come across when I enunciate a foul.
Very deliberate.
Or whatever, very deliberate. Very so. That's how he came up.
Knife hands.
I mean, also, look, I mean, like, you got the blonde hair, blue eyes type thing going. I mean, that type of look. So, I mean, that's why my wife probably married me. She's from Southern California. So, I mean, it's kind of like it all jives.
Charity on you.
Well, thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.
Oh.
I've always been a huge fan. I hope you keep reffing.
Yeah.
And Goonies would be my recommendation for
the next Memorial Day. So in Charlottesville, we're going Goonies.
Charlottesville Goonies. Yes.
Goonies never die, gentlemen. Shake hands.
This is our time down here. It's their time out there. Play ball.
Wow.
No Sandlot. No Sandlot.
Oh, Sandlot's there.
That is, yeah.
I mean, there's so many.
Consider it.
Oh, I will. I mean, you know what, though? Do I need to give you like credit afterwards? Like when I say
Please
it?
no.
No, like Junction Barbecue, sponsored by Junction Barbecue.
Yes.
The NCAA is going to love that.
I know they will. Of course, I would never say that.
I'm sold out.
Of course.
I love it. No, I really appreciate coming on and everything. This was great. It's a delight. And
I hope you'll come back. I would like to get like maybe Marty, some other guests, maybe have a couple guys in here and have a little bit. I mean, this roast was great.
This was great. Yeah, look, so. I'm also for anytime if I mean, I know you guys do weekly stuff. If a call comes up and you guys need something on it, like what about this call? What happened here? Walk me through it. Almost kind of like that. I would love to give the ins and outs.
Bring a little bit of the humanity element, of that part of the game.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's hard, I think, for kids, parents, and coaches sometimes, like the nuance of a rule or like why it's the way it is. So that might be cool.
Refs are people too.
Yeah, absolutely.
We are.
So walk us through it. This is your action figure, WALOA.
We got your sunglasses in there.
Oh
We've got
my Lord, this looks great.
Your flag, whistle.
I you know what? I love
I
love how you drew the arms and legs to scale.
Dude, I had to make sure that the muscular content.
That was perfect. I mean, it just looks great. I mean, everything in here, knife hands included, nickname Bukes. It looks amazing. I mean, this took a lot of time and effort.
We'll have to see if we can have one made. Like, there's got to be a company out there that's making
do that. Yeah.
3D action figures.
This would be amazing. I mean, I tell you what, if this comes out, I'm sure my school might need to buy some, hand them out to the kids.
Little voodoo doll.
Exactly. Or coaches might buy a lot.
The coaches are on the sidelines with the voodoo doll.
Voodoo doll.
What an amazing idea of voodoo, like ref voodoo dolls.
Oh, that is.
For
so much money.
A charity fundraiser. How would you like your own Marty Joyner?
Right.
That would
Just
be
kidding, Marty.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, so AI is amazing. So Hodge was able to put all these together. One of these versions was just you with so many calf muscles. it was absolutely bananas.
I saw Pappy last night at Villains, and I was like, "We made one of you. Did you see it?" And he was like, "I'm not really on social media." And I was like, "We even gave you the fedora. It was great." Yeah.
This is great, though.
We'll need to make a few more.
Them.
Oh my God, you guys! You know this podcast is going places. It really is. And
welcome to being the first Junction Barbecue sponsored referee. We'll change this up. What are you watching here, and what would you rather be watching?
Obviously, it's a replay of some play that occurred here.
Right.
And no, it's not like they're ordering my drinks. I'm like at McDonald's trying to get something.
It's like a touch screen.
Yeah. So he puts the headset on and he's talking to somebody and they're moving
the images for him.
So he's talking to somebody, the replay official upstairs, and he's talking to him and saying, "Yo, give me camera 2."
Was this ACC or
this was an ACC game? Yes.
Okay. Looks like Carolina in the background.
It does look like Carolina in the background. Look at that's very astute.
You can do some ACC games this fall.
I know. So for football, you only work for a specific
You're
conference.
the only one conference.
Only can work in the Southeastern Conference. So that's who you get hired for. And yeah, I mean, ACC was a great time.
I would love to see what else you could put on there. Like, this is me just watching American Gladiators.
That would be awesome.
This is me watching.
That sounds like that sounds like a fun commercial, like a Buffalo Wild Wings commercial. Like they look at review and he's putting it on or something like that. You know those referee commercials.
Just watching Amazon commercials.
Amazon, exactly. And all of a sudden, after review, that's
honey, make
good.
sure to stop
You
and get some
have
milk.
a DoorDash appear.
Yeah. It's like ordering groceries for later.
Oh, it's funny.
That's all. And then there might be another photo.
Oh.
This was cool.
Wow. So
That's at the link. Was that
this
was
the
that
link.
Memorial Day?
This was Memorial Day. This was the Carolina-Maryland game, overtime game where there's Matt Palin, obviously, Scott. So we worked the game. That was a game that came down to the last second of regulation. There was a foul on a cross check, and the only camera that got it was a goal camera. It was crazy.
Wow.
So then Carolina, they held them on a man up in overtime. They got the ball back, and the same guy that hit the guy right for the cross check at the end of the game in regulation, he had a late hit cross check at the in overtime that basically Carolina had a man up and they scored on that. So it was oxymoron.
Yeah.
How it worked out, but no, that was great. I mean, look, anytime you have a chance to go to Memorial Day, it's a blessing.
The link is cool. The link is
awesome.
cool.
Link's a great place, but you know what? Charlottesville this year is going to be even better, right?
Yeah, kegs and eggs, man.
Because Beltway Lacrosse is going to make it fun.
Yeah, it's
right?
going to be a party. Don't worry.
Big breakfast energy.
Yeah. Oh, now that we know that you like breakfast, like kegs and eggs brought to you by Holywood. We'll do some breakfast burritos, some Scrapple. Some pork. We'll do it all.
I love it.
John will get we'll get you a smoker down there, and you'll start smoking some meats.
Yeah.
Be like, I started the rental from Thursday, so you'll have plenty of time to smoke meats.
Very cool. Well, thank you.
No,
again, really
we
appreciate
had a
it.
great time and everything.
Absolutely.
And
We'll do it
Love
again.
Thank you, John.
Yes, sir.
Hodge, always a pleasure, guys.
Enjoy the swag. I hope
I can't wait.
Hope your wife
you know what?
enjoys
The
that.
wife, the kids.
Yeah, your daughter's not going to love it.
No,
but
better yet, the students at school are going to be like,
do it for the kids.
do it for the kids.
Do it for the kids. Yeah, you know what? I teach for the outcome, not the income. So it's all about those kids.
That's great. Hey, Beltway, just wanted to say thank you to everybody that registered. It's been a great summer so far. We're looking forward to the next 4 weeks. Special thanks to Junction Barbecue, as well as McLean Photos. Dave McLean is the one that's been taking all of the images. For more information, please check our website, beltwaylacrosse.com. Use our Instagram. I think it's Beltway Lacrosse on Instagram. So just a big thank you for all of the support and participation. We hope that you are enjoying the summer leagues. Thank you.